welcome back. Now, the National Youth Climate Change Summit held under the theme Our Climate, Our Responsibility, and is a Namibian Youth in Action, which is a national call for duty, is being held under the banner of SOS Children's Village Eco Champions at Ondangwa and was attended by representatives from all the regions. SOS Children's Village National Programs Director Iyaloo Ngodji joins us on the line. Good morning, Iyaloo, and welcome to Namibia Connects.
Good morning to you too. How are you?
Very well, thank you. A pleasure to have you. Now, can you tell us about the main objectives of the National Youth Climate Change Summit and why is it significant for Namibia's youth?
Okay, no, thank you very much. It was actually a pleasure for SOS to host this event this year to create a platform for dialogue, collaboration, and empowerment, really that is enabling young people to actively shape Namibia's climate response in alignment, of course, with the NDP6 and also the national climate policies. So it's very critical for young people to be part of this because, as we know from the last statistics, we have the majority of our population falling under the age of 35, which actually means then that young people are central to the driving of this change.
What are some of the tangible outcomes you hope will emerge from this summit for the Namibian youth and communities?
I think three key outcomes have emerged from this conference, and one of it is the outcome statement that is drafted by the young people themselves through the discussions that have been happening for the past 2 days. And that is one statement that will be shared with all the key and relevant stakeholders who were part of the conference, even those who were not part of the conference. So the young people are urged to take this to their own local governments within their respective regions so that they lobby and influence policy and also advocate for maybe the in designing of new projects that are really aimed to address climate challenges. The other one is also at the individual household and also at the school level, because we have quite a diverse participation of young people from primary school up to tertiary level. So they are also urged to start their own interventions, no matter how small, so that they address those immediate challenges that they are already seeing on those different layers of the society. And I think the third one is opportunities that have been presented to the young people from some of the key players in this space of climate change. Those are your EIF, your green hydrogen, and also the emphasis on vocational skills development, especially when it comes to refrigeration and air conditioning, the solar assembling, all those skills that are really needed to shape some of these new emerging green economy that we are witnessing in the country.
How does SOS Children's Villages Namibia collaborate with government agencies, NGOs, and other stakeholders to foster climate awareness among youth?
Okay, I think to start off, this conference summit was entirely organized by youth-led organizations. Just to mention a few, we had Youth for Ken, we had Nayore, Wakapini Environmental Education, we have Tulonga Foundation, which also shows the leadership that the young people are capable of in pulling some of these activities out. And for us from SOS, it was really to provide an oversight to just ensure safeguarding of the participants, to ensure that all the key stakeholders have the opportunity to be invited and also to show up. But it was really led by youth-led organizations, and that says a lot about the commitment and the young people have towards this climate space within the country. And also we have then worked with other development partners. We had your UNICEF, your GIZ, were also part of the conference, and of course we have your ministries of education who were also part of, and youth who were also part of this, and then of course we had our honorable governor from Oceania region, who also was the person that delivered a keynote speech, and also outside the conference we are working with several schools to assist the schools to set up gardens. Of course, this will also supplement the feeding schemes at different schools and also clubs. And that also then make the young people raise awareness amongst each other when it comes to climate change.
What are the future plans of SOS Children's Villages Namibia to enhance youth participation in the climate change mitigation and adaptation?
So as an organization, SOS, we depend on support from the community, from the government in order to reach out to more community members and also the society at large. So part of the strategic shift within the organization, we have climate change as one of the cross-cutting issues that's amongst safeguarding and also digital divide or digital literacy. And these are just issues that we notice that are also contributing sectors towards family separation. Because when there are droughts, when there are severe floods, families are prone to separation, and that affects children and young people that we are also serving, and that means their protection is compromised. So within the new UNCRC, there is a comment that is talking about climate change as a crisis to a child and, of course, to the young people. So we are transitionally putting the climate space or the climate actions within our community development work so that the mitigation such as, planting trees, sustainable agriculture is part and parcel of our work. And then as we are talking about youth development, within our youth strategy, we are also trying to ensure that young people have the information in terms of what are the opportunities that are out there in terms of climate change, and then how they can participate. And of course, when funding allowing us, we will create more platforms so that the young people are able to participate in the climate space, and of course, having this information reach the officers that it needs to.
Now, in what ways can youth from different regions continue to be actively involved after the summit? And is it only for the Oshana region, or do you plan on taking it to the other regions as well?
So with this particular conference that we had, as an organization, when we pulled out a call, we received more than 500 applicants from across the country of young people who are showing eagerness to have their voices heard. And I think this speaks a lot to the country and how we need to create more platforms for the young people so they don't need to travel all the way from Zambezi region to Ondangwa or all the way from Karas region to Ondangwa, because this brought together climate activists from all the regions in the country to come and have their voices heard. With that said, like I said before, the outcome statement, we urged the youth to share that with their local government, with their local authorities, with their traditional authorities, as well as to take the information that they received from the 2 days to other youth in their regions, which was one of their requirements for the application for you to succeed. Is how are you going to disseminate this information in your region? So the utilization of existing structures in the country, it was one thing that was emphasized during this conference. So EIF, Green Hydrogen, NNF, WWF, they have all really came out to tell or provide the opportunities that are available for youth out there so that they can also access these benefits, and they can also then use these projects within their own communities.
Iyaloo, as a leader in youth programs, what message do you have for Namibian youth striving to make a difference in climate action?
I think I would say it's not easy, especially from what I have seen through these past 2 days, especially from young people. It's not easy to have this type of platforms for them. However, I will tell them not to give up. And I'll also tell them to use all the opportunities that they get to lead the climate action agenda, because at the end of the day, it's their future that they are safeguarding, and their voices are very important in this aspect.